Hey, my name's Katie Linskog and welcome to Cooking with Katie. So tonight is Friday night. And what did you used to do on Friday nights before, kids? You would go to the pub and you would have beers and pub food, wings, French fries, hamburgers, all those greasy good foods that you just crave at the end of a hard, long week. Well, we don't get to the pub very often and we don't eat that crap food anymore, but we do like to enjoy some of the wonderful pub foods. Like, for one, we love wings, and tonight we're going to be making some Greek-inspired wings in my air fryer, because my air fryer is my new favorite kitchen gadget. If you don't have one, get one. I use the Tefal one. Love it. There's lots out there. Do your research. And today, so what I'm going to show you today is we're going to have wings and Caesar salad. And I'm going to show you how I make my my homemade dressing. It's so easy. Here we go. And you know what? I like minimal dishes. And I know you do too, Mama. So do it easy. I just put, I think it's about half a cup, quarter cup of I think it's quarter cup. This is going to be 2 heads of romaine lettuce, a quarter cup in the bowl already. We don't need a mixing bowl. We got one right here, and you basically cut up the lettuce and put it right in here. So you're only dirtying 1 bowl. You're welcome. Okay, so I got my mayo in here. I like to use full fat. I love healthy fats, so I'm using Hellmann's real mayo. I love mayo. Despise Miracle Whip. You'll notice that when you're watching that I never use Miracle Whip. So I just put it right in there, quarter cup. And then to that quarter cup, I use 1/3 of a cup of shredded parm. Okay, and I use Kraft parm usually. You put it right in there. You can use fresh parm. It's totally up to you. Parm will make this dressing. It's so good. Put it right in there. I'm just gonna mix it up a bit here. It's all about, I'm terrible for measuring. I'm all about like, what consistency is it? I like to smell it. Sometimes I'll taste it. Yeah. So you kind of just want to create a little bit of a chunky paste, thicker paste, like so. Okay. And then next, I do a heavy cream. I just have a coffee cream today, and I literally just go bloop, and make it to a thickness, like a dressing thickness. So I just did like, I want to say like a tablespoon. I'm so terrible at measuring. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out when I post the recipe below in the comments. But it's all about consistency. How runny do you want yours, right? Because you don't want it too runny right now. You're going to do a splash of olive oil at the end. So here we are. The splash of olive oil will make it a little bit more runny as well. So you want to remember that too. Okay. Garlic. If you like garlic, there is no measurement for garlic. And I truly believe that. You put as much garlic as you possibly can handle. With the already minced garlic, I find I can handle quite a bit of it. If you're mincing like right from like fresh garlic, I find it's more potent, so it'll be a little bit more spicy. So just be aware of that. I probably put a nice tablespoon worth of just the already minced garlic because I like easy, and I know you do too, Mama. I put a little splash of Worcestershire. Like literally, Worcestershire is a pretty powerful sweet taste, and that's kind of where I'm getting my sweet from. You can do a little bit of stevia or sugar if you're a sugar eater. But Worcestershire is pretty sweet, so that kind of gives it that little bit of sweetness. I like to stir after each ingredient. And then, what else am I gonna put in? Oh, my favorite ingredient. I learned this from my mother-in-law. It really gives it a really good flavor. This is red wine vinegar. And for when I'm doing just a couple of heads of lettuce, the dressing on the bottom, I just honestly do 2 caps. Gives it such a really good flavor. Okay. You could also do apple cider vinegar if you wish, or balsamic vinegar. I just find the red wine vinegar literally is just, gives it that authentic flavor that like distinct from other Caesar salad dressings. It just makes it delicious. Okay, got my lineup of ingredients here, and I'm like, oh, I should have put it in order, but don't do that. Not that smart. Okay. All mixed up. Pepper. Put as much pepper as you want. This one has like a little light on the bottom because apparently I like the pepper when it's dark. Put as much as you want. I'm pretty sure it's just the adults eating this mostly, so I won't be limited on my pepper. My kids aren't fans of pepper yet. Nice healthy amount of pepper in there. I might have put too much dressing in for just 2 heads of lettuce, but that's okay. You end up eating so much of it because it's so dang good. Next, my favorite, Dijon mustard. Love it. Oh, just a squirt. That's it. I just like a nice squirt of Dijon mustard. Mix it up. Another ingredient I've added with my husband and I were just eating it is just anchovy paste. It gives it a really good flavor too. And you often will find anchovy paste in a lot of the restaurant Caesar salad dressings, which is super yummy. I might do 3 heads of lettuce in here because it's quite a bit of dressing. But. And then lastly, we are going to just do some lemon, some fresh lemon in there. Oh, and then of course I put a little avocado oil on top. I just like get that extra yumminess in there. And I use this thing. So awesome. Hold on. It doesn't get any seeds. I got this off of Amazon. I'll see if I can find it and link it below as well. Nice to have that. Oh, you lying little machine. On the seed. Oh, it's actually really good. It's probably my fault. And that makes it nice and liquidy too, so. And that, my friends, is your dressing right in the bottom. I'll probably take a little bit out. Maybe just do a couple heads of lettuce, but use your discretion on how some people like their more dressing, some people like limited dressing. So that's the dressing, and like all you have to do is add bacon bits and your lettuce and like done. So easy, right? So easy. My kids, I know they'll try this because it tastes so good. Okay. Next, we are going to do the Greek rub for the wings. And what I do is I will air fry the wings, and I'll do it so they're about halfway done. And then I'm going to toss them in everything and add a little bit of oil with it, and then crisp them up in the air fryer for the last half of the cook time. I don't know why I do it that way. I find that they just need to be a little bit cooked before I put them on. Who knows? It's just how I do it. You can have any other way of doing it. I use the avocado oil. Put a nice healthy amount in there. Probably like, there's like a good 3 tablespoons of oil in there. The thing with oil, if you find you don't have enough, you just simply add more. Like I wish I would actually write down measurements for y'all. Maybe someday when I do a Cooking with Katie cookbook, I'll actually have to do that because I think that's what you need when you do a cookbook. But good home cooked meals are all about feel and taste and texture. So I used an Italian, and I used a tablespoon of this with the olive oil. And just mix it up.
I do fresh sea salt. Again, Himalayan salt's good too. I do, where is my garlic? I'm just gonna do garlic salt only because the minced garlic, it's a little bit chunky. It's not minced, it's like chopped garlic. And if there's like remnants of garlic, I just don't want the kids not to eat the wings. So I'm just gonna stick with some powder tonight for the little rub. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna like glaze the wings with it halfway through, and then there'll still be some left over, and then I'll toss the wings in it after as well. That's my plan. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of onion salt as well. I always buy Clubhouse spices. They last a long time. I love these little convenient containers. Just what I've always done, and I like them. Okay, and then just mix it all around. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of pepper. And then of course we'll also do lemon afterwards. I'll sprinkle some lemon on there. So yeah, you know what? It was my fault. I was like leaning it over. So basically like this, and just like put it in there. Lemon Reamer. It's awesome. You simply take, oh, it's got like a little lime piece too, because the limes are smaller. It's gonna do them both. And oh, and then it catches the seeds right on the side. So take those up before you dump it. Easy peasy. Stir it all up. I think I'm probably going to add a little bit more olive oil. I don't think this will go very far. I'm making quite a few wings tonight. What did I drop? Oh, the lime thing. I'm going to add some seasoning salt. I think I buy this stuff because it reminds me of my childhood. My mom used to always buy the highs. And it reminds me of childhood. So I think that's why I buy it. You know, when you associate things, you just buy them out of association. And it's generally a really good seasoning salt. Brings out really good flavors. And there is the Greek wing sauce that we will be using. That's it. Now air fryer is going to go on shortly to put some wings in there. I'm going to cut up the lettuce and the bacon bits will go in there. And there is your family pub meal at your house because you have kids and you can't go out. Thanks so much for watching Cooking with Katie. If you keep subscribing, I will keep cooking.